Hello everybody. Welcome to the Spokane Convention Center Centerplate training videos. We're going to show you how to set a table today. Now first of all, most of our tables are 6-foot rounds with 10 chairs. Sometimes they're 8, but for the most part they're 10. So the first thing you do is you put your tablecloth on. And you'll always notice on tablecloths there's a seam. And the seams are always down. And the downside of the seam is where the tag is. So that's pretty easy to do. So the first thing you do is let's put out a tablecloth. And some people get really good at throwing them out, and generally takes going to both sides. So let's put on the tablecloth. That's the first thing we do. And the second thing we do is we adjust all of our chairs. And the chairs, the edge of the seat of the chair actually goes right to the edge of the tablecloth. So for example, right here where it's hanging over a little bit more, you see how the edge goes right to the edge of the tablecloth. And so make sure all your chairs are lined up properly. The next thing we do to keep everything balanced in order is we put down the napkins. So we've got Joel and Jeremy here. Let's go ahead and put down the napkins. And the napkins are going to be centered on the seat of the chair. You see, right centered on the chair. You got some? And basically, this is how we always set tables. There's always going to be some variation. It depends a little bit on the menu. You might need an extra fork or an extra spoon or what. But for the most part, this is going to be your basic set. Now, after the napkins are down, let's start with the silverware. And I generally start with the knives. And if you use the right edge of the chair as kind of a guide for your knife, and then generally the rule of thumb is that the knife's bottom of all the silverware is about a thumbnail's from the edge of the table. So, and then I go over, if I'm right-handed, I go around the table clockwise. So my right hand, or my working side, my strong side is facing the table. So here we go. And Joel, if you guys want to follow with the forks, because the forks are going to are always on the left side, and we probably are going to put on 2 forks. One is for the main course, the entree, and the other one is for the desserts. And there's always been the question of which way does the handle of the fork face. And it's very easy to understand if you just think the handle of the fork faces towards the other fork, right here. You can see how this handle is on this, faces the fork. Now if you had a spoon up there with this, that would face where the spoon goes, because the spoon goes on the right side of the knife. And with that, we'll get the spoons out, and then we're pretty much done with the silverware. Go ahead, Joel. And the next thing we're going to do is we'll put out our water glasses. And Jeremy is going to put out the water glasses, but I also want you to see that he's using a cocktail tray or a cocktail round or a waiter's tray. It's got many different names. I want you to use these trays as much as possible. They really make you more efficient. And the water glass goes on the tip of the knife, right above the tip of the knife. And while Jeremy's doing that, we can bring out the coffee saucers. And the coffee saucers, if you imagine a little circle created by the spoon, there's a little circle up. Put your saucer in there. See, right in there. Right in the little curve of the spoon. then Jeremy's putting the coffee cups on, and the handle of the cup is right about 4 o'clock. And Aaron, you want to do the middle of the table? And this varies to the center of the table, but basically there's always going to be a salt and pepper, sugar, and a pitcher of water, and a pitcher of coffee. Now, once we serve, we'll bring out cream and dressings and this sort of thing. We may put out a couple saucers. Any more saucers? And they would be on this would be your dressing. Many times you use more than one dressing, but again, every dinner is a little bit different. But this is your basic setup. Now I'm going to talk about one other thing very quickly, and that is when you work a table. Remember I said earlier, your right hand is your strong side, so always have your strong side facing the table as you go around, and go around clockwise, because otherwise, if you were to go this way and then use your right hand to work, you're always walking backwards. It's very inefficient. So clockwise, strong. Now if you're left-handed, it's just the opposite. Just the opposite. You go around counterclockwise with your working hand or strong side facing the table. And with that, that's how we basically set a table. Oh, I think we forgot one thing, didn't we? About that. Let's get that on. Now the bread plate goes right above the top of the fork. So we forgot the bread plates. Well, we're only human. We're all human. We all have to strive to learn this, especially that plate carrying. So watch that plate carrying video and remember to serve with your strong side facing the table. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the dining room.